Hi boys and girls, we're going to make the 3 R's craft. We've been learning about the 3 R's all week. Let's review them. Recycle. What does recycle mean? Recycle means to melt things down to make something new. Reuse. What does reuse mean? Reuse means not to throw it out, but to have someone else use it or to use it again. And reduce. What does reduce mean? Reduce means to use less of something. You're going to need the handouts that I'm showing you and the other paper that has all the little pictures. What I want you to do first is to color the reuse bag, the recycle bucket, and the reduce arrow. Color them any colors you'd like, and then cut them out. Then you're going to cut out all the little pictures. You don't need to color all the little pictures if you don't want to. Mrs. Spaventa only wants you to color the recycle bucket, the reuse bag, and the reduce arrow. And then it's your choice if you want to color all the little pictures. You're going to color and cut, and then meet me back here to do the craft. Please press pause on the video until you're all colored and cut out. You have a large piece of paper and a glue stick. Okay, we're back. If you do not have a large piece of paper, you could always use 2 small pieces taped together. It doesn't matter what color your large paper is. We will need our reduce bag, our reuse arrow, and our recycle bucket first. We're going to take the arrow first. Put glue on the back and glue the reduce arrow in the top left-hand corner of our big piece of paper. And then we're going to take our reuse bag, put some glue on the back, and glue it in the middle top of the large piece of paper. And then we're going to take our recycle bucket, put glue on the back, and glue it to the top right corner of the large piece of paper. So our project should look like that first. Then we're going to spread out all our little pictures, and you're going to help me sort and try to figure out where they all belong. Let's take the picture of the shirt first. A shirt. Where do you think we should put the shirt? Do we reduce shirts? Do we reuse shirts? Or do we recycle shirts? Where do you think that shirt should go? Mrs. Spaventa is going to put it under the reuse. When you don't fit into your clothes anymore, you could always give them to someone else or to the poor people to reuse the shirts. You shouldn't throw your clothes away. Now Mrs. Spaventa is going to write the words next to the pictures. You don't need to do that if you don't want to, but it might be helpful for you to fill out the worksheet, or at least go back in my video to see how you spell the words when you complete the worksheet after this project. So I'm going to write the word clothes next to the shirt. We reuse clothes. Let's take another picture. A light. What should I put the light under? Reduce, reuse, or recycle? What should we do with the light? The light is electricity. Mrs. Spaventa is going to put the electricity under reduce. We want to stop using so much electricity. So when you're done watching TV or you walk out of the room, you should always turn things off when no one else is using them. So we're going to write save electricity. It's a very big word. Save electricity. Okay, now I have a picture of a box. Where should I put the box? Should we reduce boxes, reuse boxes, or recycle boxes? Mrs. Paventa is going to put the box under reuse. Once I'm done taking things out of the box, I can always use the box to put other things in. So I'm going to reuse my boxes. Let's take the next picture. Water. Where should I put the water? Should I reduce water, reuse water, or recycle water? I'm going to put it under reduce. We want to use less water. We don't want to waste water. So we're going to try not to take long showers, maybe even try to take some baths, because that actually saves water. Let's look at the next picture. A can. Where should we put the can? Do we reduce cans, reuse cans, or recycle cans? Mrs. Paventa is going to put the can under the recycle bin. We can recycle cans. They could be melted down and made into new cans. Let's take another picture. A newspaper. Where can we put the newspaper? Should we reduce newspaper, reuse newspaper, or recycle newspaper? I'm going to put the newspaper under the cans because we recycle cans and newspaper. Are you with me so far? Okay, good. Let's keep going. Let's take the picture of the little boy. Now, it doesn't look like he's doing very much, but he's supposed to be walking. So is walking reducing something, reusing something, or recycling something? Walking is reducing. We're reducing the need for cars. We're saving some gas and we're not polluting the air. So we want to try to do more walking to close things. Okay, let's keep going. A bag. Where should we put the bag? Reduce, reuse, or recycle? Mrs. Paventa is going to put it under reuse. We can reuse bags every time we go to the supermarket. We don't have to throw away our bags. We can bring bags with us over and over again. Let's take the next picture. A can. Where should we put the can? Do we reduce cans, reuse cans, or recycle cans? Mrs. Paventa is going to put it under the recycle. It's the same as this kind of can. We can recycle all kinds of cans. Okay, here's another picture. A water bottle. Where should we put the water bottle? Reduce, reuse, or recycle? We recycle water bottles. We can bring them back to the supermarket and put them in the machines. That squishes them down and melts them into new bottles. How are we doing so far? We have a few more left. Looks like I'm running out of room. Are you? Let's take the next picture. A little girl reading. Where should we put the little girl reading? A book. Should we reduce books, reuse books, or recycle books? I think we're going to put the little girl under the reuse. We can reuse books. Where is a place that we go for reused books? A library. A library is a great place for reused books. We can share them with everyone. Okay, let's keep going. We have a car. Where should we put the picture of a car? Reduce, reuse, or recycle? This one's a little tricky. Even though it's a picture of a car, it really means we're supposed to carpool, which means have a lot of people in the car going to the same place. So we don't want to take individual cars if we can. We want to go as groups, and we want to reduce all the air pollution from the cars. You see all the smoke coming out of the car? We want to reduce that from going into our air, because all that smoke makes our air dirty. So we want to carpool when we can. Okay, we have 3 more pictures. We have a picture of a little girl on a bike. Where should the little girl on the bike go? Reduce, reuse, or recycle? We want to put the little girl on the bike in the reduce pile. We want to take bikes whenever we can instead of cars. We want to put less smoke in the air and be able to walk or ride a bike places. Okay, how you doing? My paper's getting a little full. How about yours? We have 2 more. We have a picture of where the water comes out in our sink, a faucet. Where should the faucet go? What should we do about a faucet? Should we reduce, reuse, or recycle? I'm going to put the faucet under the reduce arrow. We want to be able to turn off the water when we can. We don't want to waste water. Turn off water. We don't want to leave it running, especially when you brush your teeth, boys and girls. You shouldn't leave the water coming out of the faucet while you brush your teeth. You only want to turn on the water when you need to rinse off your brush or when you need to get some water in a cup. But the water shouldn't be flowing the whole time you're brushing your teeth. And our last picture. Our last picture is a switch. Where should we put the switch? Reduce, reuse, or recycle? We want to put the switch in reduce. We want to save our electricity. That means we need to turn off the switch whenever we leave a room that we're not using. I don't know if you've noticed, boys and girls, but whenever we leave the room to go to the bathroom or to library or to art, Mrs. Paventa always turns off the lights. Do you know why? Because I'm trying to reduce energy. I'm trying to save the energy. Because nobody will be in the room when we're gone. Were you able to fit all your pictures in your project? Does your project look like mine? Remember, you don't have to write the words on your project, but you may need to look at these words to do the worksheet that goes with this project. Thanks for joining me. Bye.